Our next contestant, Shannon, Tobia. The test drive, Shannon, Tobia.
How many here, by a show of hands, have actually gone through the car buying process? How many here, by a show of hands, have actually test-driven a car before you bought it? How many here have been asked after the test drive, politely, through a restraining order, never to come back to the dealership ever again? Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I bought my car about 10 years ago. It wasn't love at first sight. She was the best that I could afford, and I love grew gradually. But as all love does, sometimes it rusts out, gets old. It was time to trade her in. No offense, honey. Not gonna happen. Fortunately, I had a cousin, Art. Art had just started working at a used car lot in a town next to mine, so I called him up. Art, it's time. I could hear the anticipation in his voice. His quivering. Sure, really? Are you coming in? Yes, I'll be in tomorrow. Excellent. Tomorrow rolls around. I show up early for my appointment, as I often do when I'm going to a car dealership, because I like to drive around the lot about 5 miles an hour and see how many salesmen I can get to follow me, waiting for me to stop. I get out of the car. Art runs up, does he? Hi. Starts showing me around the lot. He shows me SUV. Shows me hybrid. No. Minivan. Whoa. We're walking around the lot. I'm not really getting excited. We come around the corner. There she was. My eyes locked with her headlights. Dreamweaver started playing somewhere in the background. It was love at first sight. This is the only way I can explain it. She was dressed in yellow. She said, "Hello, come test drive me, you fine fellow." I was having a moment. Art said, no. That's my boss's new car. He's never going to let us. We were actually told not to touch it. I said, Art, come on, man. We've got to do it. He said, no, I can't. I'll lose my job. So like any good, close relative, immediately, I pulled up my cell phone and started going through the pictures of Art at the petting zoo at his last cousin's birthday party when he was drunk that I have not yet posted to Facebook. Art acquiesced. He said, wait here. He runs to the building. I'm getting ready in anticipation. Art runs back, throws me the pieces. Come on, let's go. Get in. We're off. Put the top down. We're on the road. Now, the good thing about having your cousin as the salesman, as the car salesman, is the fact that you're not locked into that standardized test drive route that normally you would have to do. I had free reign. I live in South Carolina, a little town, so we have some really great backcountry roads. And I was going to open her up. I had 400 horsepower, maximum performance, and I was going to let each and every one of those horses run. I was on it. I was kicking through the gears like I was on the freaking speedway there at NASCAR. I was cruising on the road. First gear, second gear, third gear. Oh man, I was channeling Bo Duke, and Roscoe P. Coltrane was hot on my trail. I was loving it. I was in my happy place. Art apparently had found some kind of religion because he was over here talking to Jesus, Buddha, Vishnu, Allah, any other religious deity he could think of. I'm pretty sure I heard Oprah mentioned. Just hedging his bets, maybe. We're cruising along. I'm just enjoying the beautiful day, listening to the I got confused for a second. I don't have the radio on. What is that? Did we hit something? No. I look over, Art's working that imaginary passenger brake for all he's worth, holding on to the old crab handle. So while I'm being distracted by the Lord of the Dance over here, we come around the corner, and there's a stopped school bus. I don't want to be that guy on the evening news who hits a stopped school bus, especially on a test drive, so I do the only thing I possibly can. I make a hard right turn. Now, for those of you who have never driven a high-performance vehicle through a cornfield, believe me, I just want to go over a couple of lessons learned. If you know in advance, always try to put the top up because things are going to be flying in. It can be dangerous, as was evident when the scarecrow landed in the back seat. Secondly, the furrows are very bumpy. They're like little mini speed bumps. So you're going to be bouncing around a lot. Make sure, for safety's sake, you're wearing your seatbelt. At this point, Art is on his phone with his mom, crying. We exit the cornfield, and I think we've had enough. We're going to go back. So the three of us head back to the dealership. I'm cruising down the road. I'm really going out thinking, this might be my last chance at this, so I'm really going to have some fun with it. We come up to the dealership. I hit the brakes. Wheel in. Smoke was looming. It was beautiful. Jeff Porter had nothing on me. I see the lights flashing. I automatically assume the paparazzi is out there because such awesome driving you rarely see. I get out of the car, and two very large state troopers grab me under each arm and escort me to the building. Apparently, while I was being distracted by Art over here and my thrill of the drive, I did not notice the flashing lights were actually police cars behind us who had followed us from the cornfield back to the dealership. So lovingly, they escorted us back up to the dealership. And it's at this point I realized three things. One, Art did not ask for the keys to the car. Two, I'm probably not going to be buying a car today. And three, love at first sight is really overrated. It's fun.